Aliens accused humans of breaking the rules. A human smiled and mentioned the fleet. The battle stopped the moment the human ship fired. Not because it destroyed the enemy fleet, because it should not have been possible. The alien warships surrounding the battlefield froze in stunned silence as the human cruiser drifted calmly through the debris field, its engines glowing faintly blue against the darkness of space. Around it floated the shattered remains of 12 pirate vessels. The engagement had lasted less than 2 minutes. Across the system, observers from multiple civilizations watched the same recording in disbelief. Weapons like that were forbidden, or at least they were supposed to be. Within hours, the Galactic Council issued an emergency summons. The human representative arrived alone. Ambassador Daniel Reyes walked into the towering council chamber with the relaxed posture of someone entering a casual meeting instead of a political tribunal that represented half the galaxy. Hundreds of alien delegates stared down at him from elevated seats that circled the chamber like layers of a colossal amphitheater. Some watched with curiosity, others with visible anger. At the center platform stood High Arbiter Thalrix, a towering insectoid being whose species had helped create the very laws that governed interstellar warfare. His voice echoed through the chamber. Ambassador Reyes, humanity has been formally accused of violating multiple articles of the Galactic Combat Accords. Reyes nodded calmly. I read the message. Thalrix extended a long limb toward the massive screen behind him. The battle recording appeared. The human cruiser sat alone against 12 pirate warships. The pirates opened fire first. Bright lances of plasma streaked across the void. Then the human ship responded. A single pulse of pale blue energy expanded outward from its hull. The moment the wave touched the pirate vessels, their systems collapsed. Weapons died. Engines shut down. Hull plating fractured under their own structural stress. Within seconds, every pirate ship drifted lifeless and powerless in space. Then the human cruiser destroyed them one by one. The video ended. The chamber filled with murmurs. Arbiter Thalrix spoke again. That weapon does not exist within the registered technologies of your species. Reyes shrugged slightly. We built it recently. That technology violates Article 7 of the Combat Accords. Does it? Thalrix's mandibles clicked in irritation. It disables entire fleets instantly. Yes. Such power destabilizes military balance. Reyes folded his hands behind his back. Pirates destabilize things too. Another delegate spoke. A reptilian commander from the Cravathi Empire leaned forward with visible frustration. This is not about pirates, human. Reyes turned toward him. Then what is it about? You deployed a fleet-scale electronic annihilation device without council approval. Reyes smiled faintly. We deployed it once. The Cravathi commander slammed a claw against his console. That is exactly the problem. Another council member spoke. The rules exist to prevent civilizations from creating unstoppable weapons. Reyes nodded slowly. Ah, the rules. The chamber grew quieter, because something about the human's tone had changed. Thalrix leaned forward. Yes, the rules. Reyes glanced around the enormous chamber. I have a question. No one answered. He continued anyway. How many of your species existed when the combat accords were written? Several delegates exchanged glances. The Cravathi commander answered. All of them. Reyes nodded. And humans? No one spoke, because the answer was obvious. Humanity had not even discovered faster-than-light travel when the rules were written. Reyes continued calmly. So humanity did not help create these rules. Thalrix spoke carefully. The rules apply to all civilizations equally. Reyes tilted his head slightly. That sounds fair. Another alien delegate suddenly spoke up. But fairness is not the issue. The being pointed at the frozen battle image. That weapon makes human fleets unbeatable. Reyes smiled again. No. What? It makes them faster. Confusion spread across the chamber. Reyes gestured toward the image of the destroyed pirate ships. You are upset because 12 pirate vessels died quickly. The Cravathi commander snarled. You are avoiding the point. Reyes shook his head. No. He tapped the control panel beside him. The hologram changed. Now it showed a different battle. A massive fleet engagement from decades earlier. Hundreds of ships burning across space. Alien vessels firing relentlessly. Human ships exploding one after another. The chamber watched silently. This is the Battle of Helios Reach, Reyes said quietly. 300,000 humans died that day. The hologram shifted again. Another battle. Another human fleet being overwhelmed. Another massive loss of life. Your species wrote the rules of warfare after centuries of conflict, Reyes continued. You created limits. Weapons that cannot be used. Tactics that are forbidden. Technologies that are banned. He paused. And humanity respected those rules. The images faded. The chamber lights brightened again. Reyes looked up at the council. Until pirates began attacking our colonies. The Cravathi commander crossed his arms. Then send fleets. Reyes nodded. We did. And? Pirates learned our fleet movements. Another hologram appeared. Human supply convoys burning. Civilian transports drifting in ruins. Colony outposts destroyed. 2 million colonists died in raids last year alone, Reyes said quietly. No one spoke. The human ambassador looked directly at the arbiter. We asked for help. Thalrix shifted uncomfortably. We offered patrol support. Reyes nodded again. Yes. He paused. 6 months later, silence returned. Reyes straightened his uniform calmly. So we solved the problem ourselves. The Cravathi commander glared. By breaking the rules, Reyes finally laughed. Not loudly, just once. Then he looked directly at the commander. No. The chamber waited. The human's voice became very calm. We updated them. A ripple of alarm spread across the council. What does that mean? Thalrix asked carefully. Reyes smiled slightly. It means the weapon you saw was only installed on one cruiser. The chamber grew still. Only one? Someone whispered. Reyes nodded. Yes. Then he spoke the sentence that changed the entire atmosphere of the room. The fleet receives the rest next month. Complete silence followed, because suddenly the council understood something they had not considered. Humanity had not broken the rules out of recklessness. They had broken them because they were tired of losing people while waiting for permission. And if the council tried to stop them now, they would face a civilization that had already proven it could erase fleets in seconds. Reyes gave a polite nod to the chamber. We prefer cooperation. He turned to leave, then paused briefly. One more thing. The council waited nervously. The human ambassador smiled calmly. If the rules stop protecting innocent people. He looked back over his shoulder. Humans stop following them.